Y'all looking for a good tips and tricks video? Well, y'all has came to the right place. Yo, what up? So today I'm just gonna be making a tips and tricks video because my settings video has been doing pretty good. So yeah, let's get into it. So we're gonna start out with tip number one. Let's say you're in a gunfight, your shield gets cracked, you're in a 1v1, right? And there's a death box right in front of you. You should probably take a second to open the death box real quick and take the shield swap. Not will this stop you from getting aped if they hear you're taking a shield bat, but give you a faster shield reload. So that's tip number one that y'all should do if y'all in the middle of a gunfight and y'all shield got cracked. Y'all don't want to take a shield bat because if you know you take a shield bat, you're gonna get aped by the dude. Alright. Tip number two: always at least carry like two nades. Like always carry two nades. Might not think they're useless. I mean, you might not think they're useful, but they're pretty useful to be honest. Cause let's say you're in a building, you're rushing a team with a caustic. No, everybody hates fighting inside a building with a caustic. Those two arc stars or nades or thermites you pick are gonna like probably hurt, crack, or make the team scared or run away. But the caustic might run away, so he doesn't keep placing traps. He might even stick one. If you have another caustic, you throw a arc star in there, then he could probably throw his nade in there, his gas nade, and probably like, since the other people are stunned from your arc star, he could probably rush and then like kill them or something, since they're like stunned. So always carry at least two throwables. Tip number three is if you have an SMG, don't put it in the front. Let's say you have like a heavy, put the heaviest weapon in the front. So for example, a Spitfire, it's an LMG. It's one of the most heaviest weapons you have, right? And the SMG is one of the less heavier weapons, which means you can strafe faster when you're with an SMG. Yeah, you should always put your heavy weapon first and then your second one. And this is gonna be for I think tip number 4. I think I'm on. Tip number 4 is put your stock on the heaviest weapon as well. Because if you put your stock on the heaviest weapon, then it'll make you switch to your other weapon. Or not that. It'll make you, let's say you switch to your R9, right? And you want to switch back to your Spitfire. I'll make it switch way faster. For example, if I do this, look how slow it takes for your weapons to switch, to pull out and shit. And then when you put the other one, they switch and come out pretty fast now. Now that you have a better stock, and then you should put the other stock on your lighter weapon. I know it seems pretty cool having a flatline after one. Always put that gun in the front. So for example, this is how it goes. It's shotgun, no, it's pistols, shotguns, SMGs, ARs, LMGs, and then snipers are last. And here's a pretty cool tip y'all can get, just in case y'all didn't know. The better sniper scope, the better sniper stock you have, the less movement the sniper will actually have. For like example, you see how I put this on it? You see the breathing animation it takes, where it goes a little up, like y'all see? It's not stick drift, it's just a breathing animation they have. And if you can see it more with a bigger sniper stock, you can see it move a little bit. That makes it stop move. So the more, better stock you have, the less it'll move. Like you see now, it moves, it barely moves. I have a good stock on it. That's a cool tip slash trick, I guess, for snipers. Number 2 is you should always be carrying at least 2 medkits. This is what I usually take for heals when I have a maxed out bag. I usually carry at least 2 medkits, 1 phoenix, 2 bats at least if I don't have enough. and then 4 syringes. 4 syringes and I think like 6 cells. No, 4 bats, I mean, my bad. 4 bats. 4 bats. 4 syringes. Yeah, and then 6 cells. Or 6. It's either 4 bats or 6 cells, alright? So you can either carry 2 bats, 6 cells, or actually, can you? Hold on, let me see, because I don't really remember how much, but I usually just check through my inventory because I see how much I have. Yeah, it's always 4 bats, 6 cells, and then 4 syringes for my max backpack, and then I carry 240 ammo for each weapon I have, unless it's a sniper or a shotgun. So for light weapon, you know, 240 for light, and if I had a heavy in my inventory, 240 for my heavy weapon. There, and then you have no, I carry 1. If it's a heavy weapon, I always carry 180. For light, I always carry that, and then the 2 spots for your 2 grenades. And this is how my bag looks like when I always have a max bag. Yeah. So that's a little tip. Another tip, when you're in a fight, let's say you have to reload, right? Then you have 2 weapons and you know you haven't used the other mag on the other weapon. Like for example, you have an R9 and then you have a Spitfire, right? And then like you beam the dude, right? Oh shit, you beam the dude. And then you're like, fuck, I just ran out of mag on this. Don't reload your weapon, because let's say they have a Spitfire, they'll keep spraying at you. So just switch your weapon and finish them off with your secondary or your primary or whatever. Because then if you have to reload right in front of their face, then they can keep spraying, or they will swap. If they're smarter, then they will swap their weapon and then finish beaming you. So just don't reload in front of someone unless you're like behind cover and shit, and you're able to reload. Another tip is, this is for ranked. If you have a team right in front of you, right, don't take a jump tower, bro. I've seen so many players do this right in front of my face. Get beat right off the fucking right off the jump tower. Don't take jump tower if you're getting chased by a team. They'll just instantly beam you, bro. Like, I beamed so many kids trying to take a jump tower right in front of my face to get away from me in ranked. Just do not take a jump tower. Alright, so another tip or slash trick that y'all didn't know is on the crate there's like little dots. You can see the dots right here. It says 2, 3, 4, and 5. These dots are how much meters away you are from your target. Well, yeah, that's how much meters you're away from the target. On the bottom it says how much meters you're at. So for example, this is 100 meters away. I could put it right on the dot in the center of the dot. But the more farther away I get,
I'm back in action.
Where
Let's
you
do
get,
this,
here I come, back from the sky.
the more meters away I'll be, right? So now this is almost 200 meters away from me. This dude is 100 meters away, so it's directly on the middle of the site. So now he's 122 meters away. If I put my dot right here, it's gonna hit him because it's 100 meters, right? Put that on the 2, and it's not gonna hit him for a headshot because it's above it. You have to put it right on the 1, or in the first dot. There's a body shot. So you have to aim for the head, and you have to aim if it says 200 meters away. For example, this wall right here is 200 meters away. This is 170. You guys won't see the bullet drop. that's a little tip. A tip for Pathfinder mains. When you're grappling, I know I'm not a Pathfinder main, I don't really play him, but I know, I guess, somehow to
I have come to
grapple with
save
him.
the day.
You're gonna want to
Maybe
grapple, and then as soon as it hits the ground, jump. Then you guys will probably grapple really far. I've seen people like do this.
grappling.
That just makes me laugh. But you grapple, hit the ground,
Here I
and then you
come,
jump.
back from the sky.
Then you slide. And then I go pretty far. Yeah, you go pretty far.
I control
It's a little
death.
tip you
It
can
does
do
not
for
control
Pathfinder.
me.
Using grapple.
Pretty satisfying to do. But yeah.
I control death. It does
A
not
tip for
control
Wraith.
me.
Say
I
you're
have come to save the day.
getting shot,
Maybe.
Now for
you
the
get
right
cracked and
choice.
shit. You're like, what? You're on your fucking health now, and you know you're getting aped by a team. You're gonna try to like void. You're gonna void, and then you're gonna like reposition yourself. Try to find some high ground. You have 4 seconds to get shoot you for, and you have 30% speed, so you can get some high ground. Try to find some high ground. It could probably save you from dying, or it could help you pop a shield bat or something to get to your team, or try to void back to your team. Never void if you have like max health, max shield, unless you're gonna reposition yourself to like a better spot. But let's say you do it out of nowhere because you know you felt like it. That's a bad play, because now what if you need that void to reposition yourself, or if you're low and go back to your some cover or something. You'll have to wait like 20 seconds, right? 25. So yeah, just do that. Another tip is you shouldn't just be running like this, where you just run. Try to like slide jump. Try to make your settings adjustable so you can slide jump. And one thing I found out while being in firing range like a couple of days ago, if you slide like this, you know, it's annoying how y'all get dead slides, right? Like this, like I just got a dead slide, right? Another dead slide. I don't get a dead slide, and then I get another dead slide. There you go, look. To stop that, just keep changing your weapons, and then go back to melee, right? Like this. So you change your weapons, go back to melee, slide. Change your weapons, go back to melee, slide. Change your weapons, go back to melee, slide. Change your weapons, and then go back to melee. And this will 100% stop you from getting a dead slide. I don't know why, but I've never gotten dead slide doing this. So if you're running away, just change your weapons and go back to your fist or melee or whatever heirloom you have, and then slide. And then you'll be fine. If y'all know how to, you know, wall jump, here's another tip. If y'all know how to wall jump, right? Y'all have done it before and shit, and y'all like do that like I just did, or you just like stand in front of the wall or like start climbing it, but you don't like actually wall jump. What you have to do to master it is you're gonna slide and then jump as soon as it starts climbing. You slide, let go of your joystick, and then climb. And then when it climbs, you have to jump off. Like that. Like, you just slide, and then jump. You're going to start climbing, and when you start climbing, you're going to jump off, alright? So, like this. And then you're going to start getting better. You could try doing that, where you like, face it, and then throw yourself back. I failed, but we don't talk about that. I got a dead slide. But, yeah. Slide, and then you do that. I've seen people keep running and then they do this. They just climb the wall. Or they try to do it and then they fail. So what I do is I always slide, I go to joystick, and then I jump. This is for people that use the controller. Another cool tip that I learned is if you see a little edge and you're on top of high ground, you know you're about to fall, and someone's chasing you, don't just run off like that. Slide off the edge, and it'll give you a boost. You get boosts from little edges. I don't know if I can get one from here, but I'm pretty sure I can. There, you get a boost every single time. Yeah. You get boosts from the edges and stuff. So that's a cool thing I learned, or y'all should do. When you use the Spitfire, it's better to this is another tip. If you're using a Spitfire, if you love the Spitfire and shit, you know you like to ADS, even up close like this. don't ADS, bro. Just because if you don't ADS, then you have better movement. And I'm pretty sure that you'll have better movement and hit your shots more. So yeah, I know some people are used to ADSing, but try hip firing up close. It's really good. And if y'all didn't know how aim assist works, let me show you how it works. So let me show you. So I'm aiming at this, right? But look, you see how aim assist just pulls me into the dummy, because the dummy is the one that has aim assist. It's just gonna pull me. The farther away I get, the more aim assist is gonna try to pull me into it. I have my joystick off the. I have my finger off the joystick, and it just pulls me in. You see how it moves a little bit? Tries to pull me into it. That's how aim assist works. So while they're firing, you really shouldn't be doing too much work, especially if they're moving. The aim assist will pull you in more. Right now, I'm not pulling my joystick too much, and the aim assist literally just pulls me in. And then when I use my joystick, it's even better. So yeah, if y'all didn't know how to control recoil, is another tip. On the R9 and shit, all you really have to do is pull the joystick a little down to help you control a little more recoil. Pull down, and then boom, you aim. Your recoil control is pretty good. And then when I don't pull on it, it just goes high. It just goes all the way up. So yeah, I recommend you pull on the joystick looking down, like slightly, not too much. If you do too much, that's what happens. You just go all the way down. So just do it slightly for the upper chest and probably headshots. If I aim too hard down, then it'll just bring you right down, like that. Another tip for people that like hemlocks. Let's say there's a dude right in front of you, right? Kill him with the hemlock, right? First up close, mid-range, mid-range, like this far. Just use the hemlock. Just use the burst when it's mid-range, like from here. Then from long range, for example, over here, switch it to single fire. It'll be way better. And for single fire, you're gonna wanna like tap a little bit going down for the recoil. That's me not tapping down, and then this is me tapping down. It's way more accurate. You don't have to like hold it looking down. You like slightly like tap it like this every time you shoot. Every time you gotta shoot. And then there's gonna be that's me not tapping it. This is me tapping it. And this is me tapping it. So that's how you control that recoil. Also for burst as well, the same thing. Every time you're gonna burst your shot, tap it, and then it'll just stay still. Tap it, tap it, tap it. Every time you shoot your burst. That's me not tapping it. This is me tapping it. It's way more steadier, or the 3 shots are gonna be more on target than not tapping it. Most people just don't tap it at all, or try to control the recoil on it, and that's why their shots go like up. They're not like more closer to each other. And so yeah, another tip is for the PK. Let's say that there's people on you, right? You're gonna try to there's people like right behind you, right? You're gonna try to choke up your PK while you're running, and you're gonna like hard scope a little bit, then like go and then just shoot like that, and then it should hit them with all the damage, and you should be a little more accurate because you're gonna be able to adjust your shot more. There you go, like that. Just hard scope and then let go, and then aim at them, because the circle will give you probably more accuracy because the shot's already all the way choked up, so little bullet spread. Like that, yeah. Just hard scope. Then you should have more movement. And then you hit all your pellets because it's already fully choked up. That's a cool trick I learned from the PK. Cool trick or tip suggest ya do is to do warm-ups with the wingman. Like this. Headshots only. Like that. Headshots only. And y'all shoot the mannequin. I usually do that. Shoot the side of the head. I try not to hit it in the head because I want my shot to not shoot its head because I want to like try to like practice my accuracy like that. And then I shoot all of them and then I go to the sides of the head. Because your goal is not to shoot the sides of the head. Like that. Try to make it like that so you don't kill the mannequin. You'll be more precise. Because if you're full precise, then you just double headshot it like that. Y'all can go as close as you want. I mean, the closest y'all want. Try to hit all your headshots on the. So you're gonna want a purple mag as well. You're gonna want purple mag. You can put skull piercer if you like the sound of it, but I don't really like it. Hit all headshots on this. Don't hit it in the head. And then probably next time you can hit all headshots. Or I just fucked up there. Hit all headshots, right? And then go double headshots on it. Because you'll have 2 shots. Oh, well, actually put skull piercer on. You're gonna be doing that. Choose not to do it, or you can choose 2 headshots. Oh, I failed 1, but I hit it. You should just headshot it like that. That's a little warm-up I do with the wingman. R9 warm-up, to be honest. I do, usually just do my best to 1-clip it, go back to, get ammo. Do that, finish it off, then go back to get ammo. And then try to 1-clip it again, go back to do ammo. I just really try to do that. That's all I do for R9. And then I usually just go side to side. Yeah, go back. And then the more you get used to doing that, you can add like more attachments if you want. Yeah, once you start 1-clipping like that, then you should like start putting like for example a sight. Try out sights you don't like. For example, I don't really like the red dot. I like this sight, the circle sight. I don't know, I just like this sight more on the R9. Get more accurate with it. Shit. Y'all can try to shoot over and stuff. I'm gonna shoot this one right here. Try to get more damage. I think the highest I've gotten is, I don't know, 144, 180 when I'm warmed up. I just got on right now, so I'm literally just warming up right now as well while doing this vid. But yeah, I can go around. Y'all can use guns you're not good with and shit. And yeah. So I guess that's all I have for right now. Well, it's all that could come up to my head right now. Well, I am gonna end this and then warm up. And then probably run some ranked with my boys and shit. Well, yeah, if y'all like this, then comment what you liked or what you found helpful in this vid. So yeah, peace.